Wait, make sure my mic is working. Hold on, hold on. Okay, I think it's working. Cool. Welcome to ArterSpace update version number 16. This one is good, y'all. We have a few new features, like brand new, and we're gonna get into it. So we have our first feature. Let's just dive right in. Our first update is something people have been asking for a long time, and it is cat eye. So there is a bar magnet cat eye with some adjustable settings right up under it. Your base can go from dark to light. You'll be able to adjust the sharpness, so that's going to control like how blurry the cat eye looks. If you want it to look sharper, that's what it is going to do. And then line gap is going to literally control how far apart your cat eye lines are. And then you can drag across the nail to pull the magnet. So I'm going to demonstrate all of that in this update video. This is the video that will go out to everyone who has the app already. So keep that in mind. So we're going to go ahead and we'll pick a color. I'm already on green, but you can pick whatever colors you want. You can also pick rainbow. I'm actually going to do rainbow first. So how it's going to work is you choose your color, and then you bring your mouse or your finger or your Apple Pencil or your stylus or whatever you're using over to the nail frame. It's going to have like a little plus sign crosshair situation. Just tap the nail and the cat eye is applied. Now you can drag it to make the rainbow effect and all of that. But you can also adjust your line gap. So you want to adjust your gap before you click it, because clicking it is going to apply it. Okay, so if I undo that, let's undo that. All right, so we're gonna open back up. And if you want your line gap wider, you can do that. If you want it to be lighter, you can do that. Do that first and then do your application, and you see how it's lighter now. And if you drag it over, you can see the full extent. You can also rotate the cat eye. So if you wanted it to go diagonal, you can do that. You can rotate, you can drag it, kind of like if you had an image in here. Okay, so that is the bar magnet. That's on the rainbow. I'll show you a couple other colors and how they look. Let's do the green one, and we'll do it dark. So move that back over, and I'm gonna make the line gap maybe like in the middle, and then I'm gonna click it. If you don't like the way the line gap is looking, like if you want it to be closer together, you can adjust it and then just click again. And as you can see, now it's very narrow line gap, and you can just keep adjusting, and all you need to do is adjust and then click one more time to apply it. Okay, and if you are in the app, you can see there are little like sparkle effects, kind of like how the cat eye pigments move around the magnetic particles. So it looks like that a little bit up close when you can see it. You may not be able to see it while I'm live here on YouTube, but that's okay. All right. I said I was going to do a couple colors, didn't I? So let me do that. I'm going to do the pink, and I'm going to put the base kind of like in between light and dark. And then I'm going to click the middle finger, and that's how that would look. So like the middle one would look like that. A dark one would look like that. And then light would look like this. Okay, so that's the difference. And again, you can control the sharpness. The more sharp, the less blurry. So if you want it very blurry, you can move it kind of farther down. You want your line gap bigger, you can do that. Let's move that back to the middle. And as you can see, that's that there. Okay, and then I'm gonna move that up to light, and you can just play around with it, but it's giving you that cat eye effect without you having to do a whole lot of work. And again, you can drag it. So if you want it to have more of a cat eye effect, or you want it to go across the nail diagonally, you can do that as well. Okay, so that's our cat eye magnet. That's how you use it. That is going to be an update number 16 happening today between 10 and 11 a.m. So when I get off of here, I'm going to deploy the update, and then I'm going to go live on TikTok to show it to the TikTok people. Okay. All right. So next feature that has been added is right next to the cat eye magnet, and it is called the neon pen. So I'm going to click on that, and it's going to tell you what to do. It basically will give you kind of like that neon sign effect on your nail frames. Okay. So what you're going to do is click your nail frame and start to draw on it. So whatever color you have as your background, That's going to be what it draws on top of, but you can change the outline of your neon. So it's not easy to see on white. So what I'm going to do is close our drawing tool right quick. I'm going to clear out this nail and make it a different color. I'm going to make it like black so you can see it really, really well. Okay, and I'm not going to do all 10 nails. That's not necessary. So let's open our tool back up. We're still in the neon pen. I have it on pink. You can change the opacity and all of that, but I'm going to leave it like it is. And again, I'm using my mouse, so don't judge me. I'm just going to start to do some random stuff on here. But you can see it gives you like that neon sign effect, okay? If I undo it, I'm going to maybe do like some random lines. But you see it's pink because that's the color I chose. If I choose green, for example, let's undo that. Oh, I thought I chose green. I didn't actually click it. So green looks like that. Yes, do we love it? We love it. Okay. Orange looks like that. We got orange. Okay, I'm not going to go through all of them, but essentially this is what they look like. This is the rainbow one. It actually is various colors, rainbow, neon. So that is also new, the neon pen. So something else I just want to call your attention to. This is really not a new feature per se, but it is what I would call a bug fix. So before, when you would open up the drawing tools and start to scroll, the top of the drawing tools would get hidden behind the header where the logo was. Now the drawing tools always sits on top, so it hides the header where the logo is while you have drawing tools open, so you don't have to worry about your eraser or your pen being hidden, okay? And the pen just keeps your window stationary where it's at, okay, if you want that. But I'm gonna unpin it, all right? So that is new. Now there is something new that I won't be able to show you on the video because it's for people who don't have the app. So essentially, ArterSpace has its own website, but it's within my Orlando Nail Tech website. So if someone was to stumble upon ArterSpace's actual URL, they're gonna get a message that says they're not able to see what's on the app until they actually go and get the app. So that's been updated. If you already have the app, you can get a little sneak peek of how that's gonna look. But those are the major updates for ArterSpace number 16. We now have a cat eye, we have the neon pen, and we have the bug fix with the hidden header when you have drawing tools open. I feel like I am forgetting to tell y'all something. Now I'm trying to think, what could it be? What could I be forgetting to tell y'all? Because I know that there's more, because I started the email last night with all the new features. I put all the features in the email already, like I did my screenshot. So I'm trying to think of what they could be. Hold on, y'all. Let me go look before I say that's it, because I don't want to be a liar. Hold on. Let's see. Okay. I knew there was something else. Okay, cool. So since we have this black nail, we're going to use this black nail. So let's go to the text tool right quick, and we are just going to place some text, and I just want to show you this quick update. This is not a new feature, but it is an update to a new feature from someone who suggested this in the suggestion box. So I'm going to make the text white. I'm going to leave the font to what it is, and I'm going to stamp it on the left ring finger, and I'm going to click stamp the text on the nail. Okay, so let's close our drawing tools, and we're going to click on our text. Now we are in size. You can now make your text up to 200 pixels. So that's how large it will get now. Before, it would not go that high. Now it can go as big as you want it. Well, not as big as you want it, but it can go up to 200 pixels. Okay, so I'm going to rotate it just so you can see it a little better. But yeah, I would say that's more of a major update for sure. So you can make your text very large and, you know, obviously very small, but now you have a lot more control over how big your text will be on your nail frame. So that'll be great if you're doing like a much longer set. So if I do extra long and I wanted it to like cover the entire nail, I could do that, even long. But yeah, I think it looks a lot better, and you can control the sizing now. Okay, let's see how it looks in all the other fonts. Just out of curiosity. That's how that looks. This is how the script one looks. This is how the dripping marker looks. All right, we love that. I do think in update number 17, I'm going to be bringing some text effects to ArterSpace, so stay tuned for that. Also, something that is in the works is a 3D preview mode that is in the works, and I am diligently working on a way for people who use 3D printers to be able to print their own nail frames out. Okay, so actually not nail frames, nail tips. So you can actually have a 3D printed set of nails that you can design on. I don't know that you'll be able to print the actual nail art out on it because it may be a little too imprecise, but we'll see. But I'm trying to do something for the 3D printer girlies because they've been asking. So that is update number 16. It's going live today, Saturday, June 20th. I will be sending out the email right after the update is complete, and this video will be a part of that email. See y'all over on TikTok.